Sad news coming out of Durban. Residents of Cato Crest are picking up the pieces again after yet another fire. 70 families have been left homeless by a blaze at the weekend. Now, to remind you, I take you back to November. 3 people were killed after a fire ripped through the informal settlement in Mayville. Let's find out where we are this morning as we build up to New Year's Eve. Many families are going to be out of home. Abahlali Basmundundolo leader Spu Zekore joining us. Spu, it's always a pleasure speaking to you, but it always seems to be when more and more families are going to be out of their homes and lost their valuable possessions due to another fire. But surely we're at the point now, Spu, we have to talk about the reasons for these shack fires. It's not a paraffin lamp falling over. There's a social issue here. It comes down to a lack of decent housing and support from government. That's why the people in the situation end up in shack fires, isn't it?
A very good morning to you and to the viewers at home. We are very devastated by this incident of shack fire. You would recall that this is not the first one. There has been a number of these shack fires, floods and so on that continue to destroy our communities in the informal settlement. It is very sad, of course, that these fires are not natural. They are political choices that our leaders and authorities allow this to happen. These fires can be avoided when enough water and sanitation is provided, when enough electricity, decent housing is provided in these informal settlements, when enough land, because there's adequate land for everyone, when they are provided, these shack fires and these incidents are highly unlikely to happen. It is most devastating that 26 years down the democracy, we are faced with these kind of situations. On one side, we are threatened by the coronavirus. On the other hand, these are living conditions that continue to threaten us each minute, each hour of our lives.
When you talk about the politicization or bringing this, I'm trying to find the right word here, bringing the issue of shack fires to the politicians of this country, Spu, how do you do that? How do you turn what is happening in our informal settlements and shack fires into a political issue? How do you make that juncture?
Well, I think everyone understands that the call that Abahlali has been making over the past 15 years of our existence, we've been calling for basic services to all the informal settlements in this country. We've called for the provision of water and sanitation, the most basic and fundamental rights that every human being should be enjoying. So we are not getting any response, from the state. And for us, these challenges that we are facing right now are not incidents. They are not natural. It is the choices that our political leadership and policymakers are aware of, and they choose to ignore the plight of the poorest, in this country. So Abahlali have been trying by all of means necessary to drive and draw the attention of the state to say, look, this situation can be avoided. We can improve living conditions of the people that are homeless, that are, landless in this country, by providing the most basic need, which would assist in preventing these shack fires. So all we expect from the state and from everyone is to acknowledge that a human being cannot live in these conditions that are embarrassing, that are shameful. 26 years down democracy, it is still unacceptable. No human life should be allowed to be living. So all we ask for is that the state should genuinely engage with us to find solution, because there is solution, but they have chosen to ignore. We've lost lives, and we think this is enough. We simply cannot afford to lose more lives in shack fires, on the one hand, losing lives on the COVID-19.
And I couldn't agree with you more. Politicizing, I think, is the word I was looking for earlier. I stumbled over that rather badly. Spu, I know that you and your organization are going to be assisting these people over the next few days, and I'm sure we're going to be touching base with you as well to see the incredible work that your organization, Abahlali Basmundundolo, are going to be doing. Spu Zekore, thank you very much for your time this morning. I know you're going to help all those people who are in desperate need of help this time of year, the residents of Cato Crest, 70 families have been left homeless. A terrible story this time of the year.